So recently, I came across some really exciting information announced on December 8th, and I honestly don't know how I missed it. But regardless, I'd like to share it with you guys, as I think this is going to pave the way for some really exciting things to come out of NexTech over the coming years. NexTech AR integrates with Coinbase Commerce, now accepting cryptocurrency as a payment method. And couple this with the fact that NexTech has now successfully integrated with the online payment processing company Stripe, and that the CEO of NexTech, Evan Gappelberg, recently purchased 73,000 shares of company stock in the open market, I'd like to discuss all of these exciting updates with the company. Okay, so first, let's talk about the details of the CEO buying shares of the company. He made these purchases between December 2nd and December 6th, with an average purchase price of $1.10 USD, which is equivalent to $1.40 Canadian. So in total, this purchase increases Evan's ownership to just over 10 million shares. And additionally, we also have select members of management purchasing shares as well. We have Andrew Chan, NexTech CFO, who recently purchased 17,000 shares at around the dollar price range, as well as other members who purchased an aggregate of 20,000 shares. So if we look at all of this together, not counting Evan's purchases, we have 37,000 extra shares being purchased at around NexTech's current levels. And this is what Evan had to say about this. I continue to invest and buy more shares because I'm extremely excited about the Metaverse and our business prospects within the Metaverse, and don't believe that our current share price reflects the upside potential of our business. The Metaverse opportunity is new, exciting, and huge to most companies, but we have been working on it for the past few years, which gives us what I believe is a head start. We are starting to see business momentum in our 3D and AR product offering as more and more brands and companies are beginning to recognize this massive opportunity. We are starting to see business momentum in our 3D and AR product offerings as more and more brands and companies are beginning to recognize this massive opportunity. Just recently, companies like Facebook, Epic Games, Microsoft, Unity, Nike, Adidas, and more have all joined the Metaverse revolution and are looking to companies like NexTech and others to provide 3D and AR solutions. I'm investing today because I see many years of strong growth ahead, primarily in our expansive ARitized technology stack. So yeah, I don't think I need to explain why this is both exciting and a really good sign for NexTech in the context of all these larger brands, especially when it comes to public perception. And you have to understand that just because the CEO is buying shares doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to see a dramatic increase in price or anything. But coupled with the fact that we're also seeing others in management purchasing shares as well, I think this is definitely a good sign. And moving along to the next update, we have NexTech launching the Stripe integration for its 3D mapping and events platform. And like I mentioned, Stripe is a technology company that builds payment processing software for online businesses. And more specifically, NexTech has integrated Stripe with its events platform Map Dynamics. This integration will provide an additional projected $760,000 annual revenue stream for NexTech through a 2% platform percentage fee when Stripe is used for booth sales for virtual and hybrid events. Simply put, the new Stripe integration provides a substantial increase in revenue capability for both NexTech and their clients as well. And I think that should be the big takeaway here. So with this integration, NexTech is adding a 5% platform fee on top of all transactions, with 3% collected by Stripe and 2% collected by NexTech. And if we look at 2021, just for some context, NexTech made about $38 million in booth sales through hundreds of events hosted on its platform. And to date, these sales have 100% gone to the event hosts. However, with this Stripe integration, Stripe will now be able to participate in this revenue, anticipating that in 2022, its booth sales software platform will meet or exceed $38 million. Now, all of these are estimates, of course, But overall, I still think this is really exciting because what it tells me is that NexTech is continuing to expand and grow their business by looking into new ways to increase their revenue, which in my opinion is always a positive sign for these early companies. So think about it. NexTech's platform provides a bunch of tools for event hosts, which is going to make the process of hosting virtual booths much more streamlined. So just for some examples, NexTech could be used in the context of trade shows, festivals, conferences, or any event that has a vendor marketplace. And of course, all this Metaverse virtual event stuff is still in its infancy. I can't stress that enough. This is still a young industry that's just getting started. But from what I can tell, NexTech is making some pretty interesting moves right now that have the potential to pay off huge for them in the future. So that's all fine and good, but now I'd like to discuss the update that you probably clicked on this video for, NexTech's integration with Coinbase. And in the wake of Facebook's rebranding as Meta, I think a lot of you guys have now noticed a trend where it's the cool new thing to be branded as a Metaverse company. So cool! That's so f***ing sick, dude! Metaverse, bro! After Facebook made this announcement, NexTech quickly rebranded themselves as a Metaverse company as well. So, with that known, I think it's pretty easy to get carried away in all the Metaverse buzzwords and whatnot, but here's what you need to know. I think it's safe to assume that the currency of choice for the Metaverse will be cryptocurrencies. And if you disagree with me, that's probably because you're a stupid little bitch. But moreover, what this Coinbase integration with NexTech means is probably what you could guess. NexTech is now accepting cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin, and these will all be processed through Coinbase's payment system. So let me play a clip of a recent interview with NexTech CEO Evan, and you'll see what I mean.
The new crypto cloud economy, which really is the next emerging market investment frontier, which is part of the metaverse, really is happening. And so with that, you need to be prepared for people to show up at your doorstep saying, hey, want to buy into your technology? I want to pay with crypto. And, we had a couple of instances where customers were asking to pay in crypto. And so, that moment has arrived. And so now we can take payment in cryptocurrency. And I believe this will become the norm as 3D shopping becomes the norm, as the metaverse becomes the norm, human holograms become the norm. Even, you're talking about real estate that's in this virtual world, that becomes the norm. I mean, there's this whole Decentraland. This is all part of this new decentralized economy. And when you think about it, Steve, money really hasn't changed much in the last, 100+ years. And technology, on the other hand, has changed dramatically. Like if you look at, everything that's in our house today, it's very different than what you'd find in a house from 100 years ago. But the way we transact, the currency is the same. And so that's all changing with cryptocurrencies. It's now a multi-trillion-dollar industry. And it's only going to get bigger as government regulates, which is happening. They're starting to regulate crypto. And so for NexTech, this is the next evolution of what we do, which is be really a relevant and very, very timely metaverse company. We've been at this for years, but having cryptocurrency, we haven't really been in that segment of the metaverse yet. Now we're there. So when you look at our tech stack, it includes cryptocurrencies. And just to take it one step further, Steve, we're building the capabilities to mint NFTs on our platform, which again, essentially tokenizes your 3D assets that you could then take into the metaverse. and buy and sell. So there's a lot happening. There's a lot behind as you peel back the layers of the onion. This is a big deal that we now take cryptocurrency.
So not only will crypto be a valid form of payment now, but NexTech is also in the works of being able to mint NFTs on their platform. And in simple terms, all this means is that NexTech's platform will soon have the feature of turning digital files into crypto collectibles or digital assets on the Ethereum blockchain, which was honestly an awesome surprise that I wasn't expecting Evan to discuss at all. So in conclusion guys, I know this was a longer video, but there've just been so many cool updates with NexTech coming out lately, and I just wanted to fit it all in one video. I think that while NexTech is definitely a riskier company that still has a lot to prove, they're making some serious progress, and I think if they continue on this trajectory, they'll be able to become one of the key players in the Metaverse marketplace. But yeah, that's the video guys. I just want to say thank you to everyone who continues to watch my content. I honestly appreciate every one of you, and I'll catch you next time.